Wow, look at how bad you look at yourself in the morning in 4K, 60 frames a second, FPS, frames per second. That's wild. Oh, look at that. Dude, this thing is wild. This is called loving technology, but this is the 14. They just came out with like 16 or the 17, I think. My phone was the 11, and the 11 had the update that my iPhone 11 needed was the 18, I don't know, 18 point whatever. I got this phone, it's a 14, refurbished, right? Like, again, nothing fancy. And it was like, would you like to update to the uh, 18 or we've come out with the 26? Which one would you like to have? And I'm like, oh, snap. I haven't been able to update my phone forever. One, because it's an 11. Two, because I didn't have space. And, oh, man, I feel like I'm jumping from one thing all the way into the future, which is a fun thing. You know what I mean? I drove a Scion XB for 13 years of my life, which is something I'm proud to say, but you have no idea. The lesson that you learn from driving an XB all that stinking time is that you appreciate any car that is nicer than a Scion XB. I was 33 years old when I jumped out of an XB. And some of my high school kids are all jumping into these new fancy cars, and I'm like, that's awesome, but you're gonna miss the lesson. You know what I mean? The lesson of living modestly, because nobody on this planet wants to level down. It is not as much fun as leveling up. When you level down, you gotta like readjust your mindset. You know what I mean? But anyway, this little thing is fun. It's smaller. It's not going to be able to do anything that my other phone didn't do as far as like, anyway, it's just got 4 times the amount of storage. So now I won't have to like go through and delete a bunch of videos so I could record a video, because that's not fun. It'll just be nice having it all together. And I was able to transfer it all from my old phone to this phone. Didn't have to go into a store, man. Those Apple people have really figured out the user experience, if you know what I mean. But I will be interested to see if the vibration quality is any better. I'm not sure how bad the other videos did it, because again, I record them, get to school, plug it in, hit upload, name it, send it, don't look at it. Anyway, be awesome if you let me know, or don't, because I honestly don't really care. And that is a wonderful thing, to not care. I never, my throat is on like, I don't know, day 5 of sounding like this. I've always cared too much. And that is a great thing, to care a lot. But because I care a lot about what other people think, or about my expectations for myself, or all that, I have freaked myself out many a time without even knowing I was doing it. But there's a quote from a Young the Giant song that my brother and I used to listen to all the time. And the first few words that come out of it says, "Life's too short to even care it all." Whoa. Anyway, that silly little line helped my brain just, yeah, you're right. Like, life is long. It's the only life I get, so it'll be as long as it is. So I don't like the idea of, oh my gosh, life's so short, because life is just life. If your life is short, I mean, I'm sorry. Uh, but it just helped me realize, okay, I'm going in for a job interview. I'm nervous, but you know what? Oh, all right. I'll let you do your thing, Hyundai. Um, I see these high school kids doing things that I was doing, and I tell them that phrase, and I wonder if that would be the phrase that I would have liked to hear when I was in high school, or if it just helped me when I was in my 20s. All that to say, it's a wonderful thing to be able to say, yeah, I'm going to go there, do my best. I'm not going to let that be an excuse for me to not try my hardest, be very well prepared, all that good stuff. But at the end of the day, if you don't care, I think it takes a lot of pressure off of you. There were some kids that came in and did this presentation. They're competing in this FFA competition and all this stuff, and they're nervous. And we talked about nerves, and like once you break it all down, it's like, why are we nervous? Why do we get nervous? Um, that boy, the fox, the mule, and the horse, or whatever that book is, he's like, nervousness means you're about to do something brave or something. I like that. I think that's cool. I think you should do a lot of brave things in life. That sounds fantastic. And I want you to get a job. I want these kids to care about getting a job. I want these kids to care about competing and being successful and stuff like that. But in the grand scheme of life, sometimes I think we care about things too much. And we just need to learn to let go. I like to say let God. You know what I mean? Hey, just your will be done. Love that thing. Um, my kids in class today are going to get the last new material for the Part 107 test. These kids have been grinding for a month and a half in this material. Today is the last new material. Does that mean they're ready for the test? No. That means that after today, it'll all be review. They should have seen most of it. They still need to play with a lot of it. They still need to understand more, dive into some, remember some. But I am celebrating from the inside out that there's no more new material. And that's going to be an awesome thing when all we get to do is prep and review and get ready for this big old test, because that's what we want to do, you know? Anyway, it's awesome. We're rocking and rolling. I get to be on a news station thingy jig tonight. The Kern County Superintendent of Schools do the math section. It's going to be fun. We already flew the drone portion of it outside, got the map, the scan, turned over all the footage. So tonight we get to do the easy stuff and stand by the table and talk. And I say we, I mean a student of mine and yours truly. And get to brag about all the cool things that these kids get to do. So it'll be fun. And it is Wednesday, and we are nearing the end of October. And if you know anything about students in the end of October, their big break comes Veterans Day. I just love high school drivers. I know a lot of these kids that are driving these vehicles because I'm attuned to it. But they don't know that I'm driving this car or doing this silly, stupid thing. And like, I think it's crazy. Kids that, like, speed up, slam on the brakes, hop over in front of you, and then they, like, feel good about that because it's wide open right behind my car, you know? Hey, I still love them. They're great. They're learning how to drive, make a lot of choices, right? I do this stuff where I talk about something else and then I forget what the heck I was talking about, and that's okay. Um, whoa. Anyway, these kids need a stinking break. Veterans Day falls on a Tuesday. We're going to be able to get Monday and Tuesday off. It's a fantastic thing. But these kids have been worked to the bone for 2 months. We've been grinding it out, and I am proud of them. And I try to do a decent job of keeping in touch with all the kids that have been through my class. And to say that I'm proud is an understatement. It is so dang cool seeing what a lot of you kids get into. And, dude, always here rooting you on. Hope you know that. Anyway, make it a great Wednesday. First video in 4K, 60 FPS, not frames per minute, because that would be 1 frame a minute, and that would look like a bunch of pictures. Okay, peace.